A 2nd and 7. To throw is Prescott. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
That was very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. The Cowboys on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 7. Now Prescott. Buying time to his left. He can run for it, and he will. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down. And the Steelers signal for another timeout. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back. And Bailey able to knock it through. And that will make our score 9-0. So that one is his 3rd of the game. Now, if you're wondering, that's only halfway to his career high, as he once had 6 field goals.
Brendan, 6? Let's hope we don't get that again, please. Can we see a few touchdowns here and there?
That'd be nice. Now the Steelers offense gets ready to get back onto the field. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. So 2nd and 10 here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And some room to work. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. Two minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Arlington right after this timeout. Now whistles here before the snap, and it looks like one of the Steelers may have moved. That'll go as a loss of 5. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. Jumpy on the right side of the line.
Sometimes when you're on the end, a little bit farther away from the ball, any type of movement will get you to jump, and that's exactly what happened there.
After the penalty, it's Bell. He spins free. And not much of an opening there, as he's only going to get this to about the 32. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They'll indeed go for it with Roethlisberger. And he's got Rodgers. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a 1st down.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done. A 1-yard gain can look like a disaster. It all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional one.
That's caught inside the 20. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Antonio Brown, 51 yards. And the Steelers are able to make this a close game again. And he knocks it through. Boswell on now to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Williams. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. On second down, Elliott. Yeah, he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. He completes it to Bryant. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. They go play action here on first down. He's got the connection to Cole Beasley. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. A really nice gain of 25 yards. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. We now proceed to the start of the second half. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. That's fielded in the end zone. A spin. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told, as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Out come the Cowboys now as he'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. Second down, Prescott. On the left side, he finds Beasley. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. A Dallas first down. Prescott hooking up with Beasley.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. They just get the play off. Now Prescott. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A good pickup there, a 22.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
From the pistol, here's Elliott. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Stephon Tuitt came out at Notre Dame as another one of those really tall defensive ends, and you just wonder, would they be able to have the leverage to bend and make plays? I think he just gave us an answer with that tackle.
Now Prescott. Eluding the pressure right. Looking downfield for... He's got it at the 15. And all the way down to the 10-yard line. A big play here for Dallas. And even 40 yards. Prescott on first down. A dump off to Elliott. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That's good for a gain of 6, second and goal.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Now back to the ground with Elliott. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. And give him 2 yards officially, and now it'll be third and goal.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. This is third and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. Here's Elliott. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And Bailey able to knock it through. And that will push the lead up to 12-7. So they get the 3 here, but you wonder whether that's going to be enough.
Yeah, I mean, you've now made it so they need a touchdown rather than a field goal to catch them. But you're right. If they'd gotten 6 out of that drive, this would be a much different game.
And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, give up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
We'll see if they can figure that out right here. And on 2nd and 10 now. Now Roethlisberger. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Brown. Roethlisberger hooking up with Brown to get the Steelers a first. Shift together here from the D-line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And this defense continues to give them fits. They just can't get really anything going on the ground, can they?
I love the theme that you just brought up. This defense has been tough all game long against the run. We just saw another example of it there.
Now Roethlisberger to throw on 2nd down. Going deep here for Bryant. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. And that one results in 35 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
And leading here late, so a chance for the defense to really close out this game if they can halt the offense. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? Yeah, he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped, but I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Again, it's Bell. And this This carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. Here comes the seventh play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. And the back goes into motion. He'll look to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. So this defense, they looked a little shaky to start the drive, but bottom line, they're a play away from finishing it off.
They rocked them a little bit on this drive, didn't they? But as you and I both know, it's not how you start, it's how you finish. They have a chance to end it right here.
Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And that one, oh, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
They start on the ground with Elliott. And he's going to be unable to get upfield as they take him down at the 21-yard line. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. The bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
And look out, a big hit to the shoulder pads took him right off his feet, right on the 30-yard line. Prescott finding his big receiver Bryant there for a Cowboy first down. And they take a knee. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And they will take a knee here. So 1st and 2nd down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short in the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. Man open right side. It's Rodgers. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49. We're going.